Hi everyone. So I've been sick for the past 5 days, and so I didn't think I was going to get a chance to do videos this weekend, but I'm feeling good enough and I put my makeup on and I wanted to do a review of a couple of things that I've purchased and have just been piling up, and I want to get these reviews out. So today, I wanted to talk about the Becca Blushed with Light palette. This originally came out as an Ulta exclusive for Platinum members. That's when I bought it, but I held off on doing a review because soon after it was available to everyone, it sold out. But Ulta has it back in stock, and I heard that it's going to be released at Sephora as well. So if you're in the market for a cool looking, fun blush palette, this is your guy. So first of all, the packaging is gorgeous. I love the kind of holiday theme it's got going on. And they keep with the theme when you actually get to the palette portion. This is highly reflective, but it's beautiful. It's kind of got that, almost like falling glitter snow beautiful thing going on. And when you open it, you have this little insert that also has that same theme and the name of the blushes on it as well. So we're going to get right into it. First of all, this center color here has Becca printed on it, but it's off center. It's like it's like a little crooked, and it's bugging me. But other than that, I actually really, really like this palette. So to start off with here, we've got Wisteria. Wisteria is a completely matte color, so it doesn't have any sheen or shimmer to it, and it's also brand new, so it's just exclusive to this palette currently. They might release it later, I don't know, but right now it's only available here. Songbird is the middle here. It's this kind of beautiful, kind of peachy, warm color, and then Snapdragon, which is kind of it looks like a bright pink in your face color, but you'll see as I swatch it that it's not as in your face as it looks in the pan. So we'll start off with Wisteria. And I've already tested these. I'm actually wearing Wisteria with Snapdragon layered on top. And the first thing that I noticed with Wisteria, and you can see the swatch here, and I will swatch it on my hand, is that it was kind of powdery. So these are buildable. So that's the first swatch. I had to build it up a little bit just to make sure you could see it on the camera. But as you can see here, it is quite buildable to get it to show. You can't really see it on the camera, but I can see it here that it's a little bit chalky. But I realized that I just really needed to blend it in. So once I did that with my brush, as I was, putting it on my own skin, it blended in really nicely, and it doesn't look chalky. It's not accentuating dry patches or pores or anything like that. It actually looks really good once it's on your skin. So second one here is Songbird. So as I said, it's kind of like this warm, peachy kind of, I think, beautiful color. I think it's my favorite color out of this palette. This one, as you can see here on that little chunk, suffers from the same issue of being initially kind of powdery, but once you really put it on your skin and really blend it in there, that goes away. And I found that it's actually very beautiful and buildable as well, just like Wisteria is. So I will say that if you swatch them and you think, oh God, these are kind of chalky, how is it going to look on my skin? I can tell you right now, once it's on your skin, it's not chalky and it's not powdery. You just need to kind of blend it in and make sure it's in there. You don't want it just sitting on top. But yeah, it's chalky initially, which was concerning. But like I said, it's beautiful once it's on. The next one here is Snapdragon. So Snapdragon was the one that surprised me a little bit. This type of blush is meant to be layered on top of other blushes, but I found it's actually really pigmented. Or pigmented enough to be a concern. So I'm gonna swatch this for you guys as well. So as you can see there, that's a lot of color. And if you're meant to put it on top of other colors, it could end up really overpowering your blush. It's almost as pigmented as these first two. So when I dipped my brush in there and I noticed that it picked up all of this color, I ended up kind of blowing a lot of it off before putting it on to make sure it didn't overpower Wisteria. So I don't usually complain about there being too much pigment in a color, but when you advertise its purpose as this is supposed to go on top of another blush, I was kind of confused as to why it was so pigmented. However, what that does mean is that you can wear all three of these colors on their own. And, you know, you can mix and match and wear them as you like, but I find that it's actually, you're kind of getting more bang for your buck, and that you can wear this on its own if you really wanted to. I didn't find that Snapdragon was as powdery as these two, which was really nice. It looks kind of gritty in the pan when you look at it, and you think, oh man, this is not going to look good on my skin. But once you actually get your finger in there and you're swatching it, you realize it's not gritty. It's actually very creamy and very nice. The other thing about Snapdragon that was kind of a weird disappointment is that, as I mentioned, it's supposed to be layered on top of other blushes, and it's supposed to provide this really beautiful kind of like sheen, but I'm not noticing a huge amount of sheen. Like, it's there, absolutely. I'm not discounting its ability to provide a sheen, but I guess I was expecting more sheen, less color. But at the end of the day, I still love all three of these colors. I think they are incredibly wearable. And like I said, you actually get more bang for your buck because you can wear all three of these individually. So I'm a fan of this palette. I do recommend it. As I said, the first two can get a little bit powdery. They don't look that way on the skin. And the other thing that I really liked about this palette is that they made each of these wells big enough to fit a brush in there. You know, you're not trying to get into one blush and accidentally getting into another. They're actually a really good size so that you don't have to worry about getting blush everywhere. It's nice. So if you were in the market for a new blush palette, or you're a fan of Becca, or you're looking for a gift for a person who really loves blush, I actually highly recommend this. I think it's a very good value. And as I mentioned, it's available at Ulta again. It will be available at Sephora later. So if you've purchased this and you like it or you hate it, I'd love to hear in the comments. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments as well. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.